Hello and welcome. This is the Greenbrier Valley Church of the Nazarene with your daily devotion. It is Monday, June the 24th, and today our devotion is going to start out towards the beginning of the Bible, because we will be in the book of Exodus, chapter 32, verses 5 through 14. Here's the word of the Lord. When Aaron saw this, he built an altar in front of the calf and announced, "Tomorrow there will be a festival to the Lord." So the next day the people rose early and sacrificed burnt offerings and presented fellowship offerings. Afterwards they sat down to eat and drink and got up to indulge in revelry. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Go down, because your people whom you brought up out of Egypt have become corrupt. They have been quick to turn away from what I commanded them and have made themselves an idol cast in the shape of a calf. They have bowed down to it and sacrificed to it and have said, 'These are your gods, Israel, who brought you out of Egypt.' I have seen these people," the Lord said to Moses, "and they are stiff-necked people. Now leave me alone, so that my anger may burn against them and that I may destroy them. Then I will make you into a great nation." But Moses sought the favor of the Lord his God. "Lord," he said, "why should your anger burn against your people, whom you brought out of Egypt with great power and a mighty hand? Why should the Egyptians say, 'It was with evil intent that he brought them out, to kill them in the mountains and to wipe them off the face of the earth'? Turn from your fierce anger, relent, and do not bring disaster on your people. Remember your servants, Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, to whom you swore by your own self, 'I will make your descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, and I will give your descendants all this land I promised them, and it will be their inheritance forever.' Then the Lord relented and did not bring on his people the disaster he had threatened. Moses turned and went down the mountain with the 2 tablets of the covenant law in his hands. They were inscribed on both sides, front and back. And that is the word of the Lord. Our article today is titled, "God Remembers." Our articles this week are written by Stephanie Hendrickson, and we are fortunate because Stephanie is the editor of this very publication where these daily devotions come from, Reflecting God. Here's what Stephanie has to say for us today. God was angry. His people had been freed from slavery, escaped it into the desert, and been given the opportunity to start new lives. Yet they chose to follow doubt and fear rather than the God of their redemption. God had every right to be angry with his stiff-necked people. God made Moses an offer many of us would find hard to refuse. "Let me start over with you and create a great nation with you as the base." An entire nation would be Moses' forever mark on the world. How many of us would be tempted to let the irritating people go so that we could step into a place of honor? Moses, however, asked God to remember the great exodus from Egypt and his promise to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Moses, with conviction and passion, reminded God that God is a God of promises kept, even when others fail to keep their promises. God is powerful, mighty, and compassionate, hearing the pleas of his people and doing something about it. God is willing to patiently call back his wayward people, even when they chose a golden idol. "My Wonderful Lord" by Haldor Linnaeus is the hymn for today. "Thou art fairest to me than the fairest of earth, thou omnipotent life-giving word." And from the 106th Psalm, verse 45, "For their sake he remembered his covenant, and out of his great love he relented." And this is your daily devotion for Monday, June the 24th. Have a blessed day.